Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. So it appears as though Halle Bailey is weary of DDG's tricks, since word on the roads is that she has at last unloaded him and is continuing on with her own personal business with their child. As per reports, she became weary of DDG behaving like a critic and getting her delayed virtual entertainment each 5 work days, so she at last did. Yet DDG isn't taking this well, and he's moving like an unpleasant child daddy since not entirely settled to make this separation as mudlid and however poisonous as could really be expected. And he may be even purportedly attempting to remove their child from Halle just to rebuff her for leaving. This is going to be one of the most chaotic separations of the year, and you all should be on the grounds that DDG is moving wild. It appears as though Halle's fans have been staying at work past 40 hours, and you all can't persuade me in any case. 'Cause explain to me why they at last figured out how to get Halle to part ways. With DDG, it was beginning to lose. Like DDG and Halle were going to endure forever, particularly after they invited Child Radiance last year. Yet her fans never truly like DDG on the grounds that he frequently gets muddled via web-based entertainment and has placed Halle in numerous unusual and abnormal positions. Now, we as a whole know that DDG likes to be ridiculous, yet fans couldn't resist the opportunity to call attention to that. His ridiculousness frequently made Halle seem to be the time he attempted to cause us to accept Halle had undermined him. He unfollowed her on Instagram and afterward tweeted this multitude of young ladies a similar "ain't a chance." Halle got hauled for Phil for this, and DDG didn't express anything while individuals were coming for her. He ultimately emerged to guarantee that he was simply playing, saying the web's so naive no one undermined. No one, by the way, doesn't act over the top with my tweets. You all make too much of life, and we as a whole are going to kick the bucket sooner or later at any rate. How about we attempt to have a great time while we're here? Then there's the way that he began acting all muddled around when her film, The Little Mermaid, was set to be delivered upon the arrival of the vitally released debut. He tweeted, "Would it be a good idea for me to watch the sketch of The Little Mermaid before I watch the live-action variant or watch the enhanced one? I've never seen it." He likewise said, "I grew up watching Child Kids and don't be a threat." This deteriorated when we figured out that he had been loathing on Halle's co-star Jonah. Howard Lord, there was a ton of chat via online entertainment about how Jonah and Halle had incredible science and would presumably make a charming couple in the event that they at any point chose to make things heartfelt. Dig chose to sign into his burner Twitter record to tweet. They truly think this man got the resolve to take DD's young lady. He's not him. We likewise realize that is his burner accounts. Individuals recovered an old tweet where he requested that individuals follow the burner account. Yet assuming you imagine that is terrible enough, it deteriorates on the grounds that he dropped a tune called Renowned, where he confessed to feeling envious of her and her prosperity. He hopped straight into it from the absolute first refrain, where he said, "Recording a film, now you kissing fellows, I don't give a F if that stuff is for promotion. I would rather not see that. No more." For what reason are you all clasping hands in the photograph? I'm uncertain. There is no need to leave you except for the fact that I'm too joined. The subsequent part was more regrettable in light of the fact that he blamed her for going behind his back with her male co-stars, and he conceded that he purposely attempts to destroy her minutes at the center of attention. He said, "I've been unreliable to the point that I think you truly lay down with the men you end motion pictures with. I may very well tweet something just to destroy it. I got a stage. I'm as 2 or 3 things about your work. I need to know when you shoot your film. Do these men turn you on when you leave? The said, do you all still message each other telephone?" Yet the most obviously terrible piece, all things considered, was the point at which his ex Ruby Rose uncovered him for messaging her. Despite Halle's good faith, that dramatization began when Halle posted a video of her at Dee's place, and Ruby guaranteed that the garments Halle was wearing in the video were hers. She tweeted, having your beware, my garments is insane. And to make sure we had zero questions that she was alluding to, she circled back to, I like DDG a misfit. However, without a doubt, Ruby went on to guarantee that she and DDG hosted both, went to a gathering by Youthful Miami. And he attempted to put continues on her. She tweeted, he frantic. I wouldn't return home with him after Keisha party. DDG then answered saying, super cap. I'm not squeezed over. You don't really accept that. Nothing she she been stuck on me for a very long time. She hurt Ruby, then applauded back at him, uncovering that he had been messaging her despite Holly's good faith, and in one of the messages, she said, you hit me up the day you all contend is so you. To which he said, you're correct. Let me go slope. First, DDG got a ton of disdain for this, yet he excused it, saying, Holly is fine. She understands what's genuine. We've been working this present circumstance out days prior. Ruby clout, pursuing Ruby, was not done. Uncovering DDG, and she said you call me each time you see me with a renewed person talking poop about them. I'm single since I don't play that BS. And you know that is the reason you went to the quiet young lady who will tolerate it. Individuals began giving the relationship the side-eye and were requesting that Holly re-examine the whole relationship, yet Holly just tweeted that Satan is working. Please don't channel into the untruths, particularly from an outsider. Stay favored, everybody. This was one train wreck, yet not entirely settled to keep her relationship at all costs. The next thing we realized was that she got pregnant, and they had a child. Radiant's dad even figured out how to vindicate himself, according to fans. In view of all the charming substance that he posts with the child, he appears as though a decent father, and fans began to contemplate whether we had passed judgment on him too brutally. In addition, he appeared to be truly ruining Holly for Christmas last year when he got her a Birkin. What is that? Applause, and for her birthday a long time ago, he got her a $80,000 Rolex. Shut my eyes, no doubt, and look out for, wow, it's goodness my. What in blazes, what on earth he wants some milk, go damn. What on earth, so fans were beginning to give him effortlessness until he screwed up again. He had a meeting several days prior where he conceded that he truly messaged to Ruby Rose, despite the fact that he had blamed Ruby for photoshopping it for clout. And like that wasn't humiliating sufficient, he likewise uncovered that he had sent the message directly in front of Holly Sin. See, they were having a battle that I'm discussing in the tune is when, like it was like a screen capture that she presented on me, DMing her. Okay? And you were dating, Holly the J? Better believe it? Yet we resembled having a seriously difficult time, and it was somewhat no doubt, so I was very much like, being trivial, at no goals of truly connecting with Ruby. You realize that I'm discussing in the tune is the point at which that ought to have remained in the drafts, 'cause why in the world is he bringing it up after over a year? Individuals done continued on from the show, and he ought to have allowed it to go, rather. He got Holly dragged since fans captured her out for alluding to Ruby as Satan, when she realized great and well that Ruby wasn't lying. And it was her man acting all chaotic fans. Likewise brought up how DDG appears to make a special effort to make her look awful at whatever point she is going to be in a major film. She was as of late declared to have joined the cast of a forthcoming coming-of-age film that is enlivened by Pharrell Williams' youth. The next thing we knew, DDG was going to be chaotic once more. As per an insider, she is at long last beginning to see the side of DDG that fans have been cautioning her about, and she hasn't arrived for it. The insider guaranteed that Holly was really irritated about it, and like her fans, she has seen this bizarre way of behaving of DDG, not being glad for her prosperity and not having the option to applaud her prosperity. Rather, he moves unimportant and envious, going to demolish it for her. The insider added that she has unloaded DDG over this since she is weary of being attacked by her accomplice, who ought to be her greatest team promoter, and besides the fact that she unloaded him, yet she likewise took Child Radiance along, It appears as though things are going to get chaotic on the grounds that Dodge is enraged and pungent. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.